Whew, she's cold out there, boys and girls. Not as cold as it was, but it's a little chilly. So this is the next day from the video I did of the plow, how to operate it in cabin out. Anyways, guess what we're doing? There's a reason why I put the bucket on. That's right, we're going to do snow removal. Let's get her done. Got my Yeti, let's get her done. Woo! That was a little slippery. We're going to try something different because we got vehicles on the left of us and they're going to want to be out of here in probably about an hour or so we're going to get him back right up to the pile. That way anyone comes in or out or whatever will not have a problem. That way we're not in anyone's way. Oh, reverse. Oh, someone hit his board good. Must have been someone loading snow because the guys at the pit, at their pit, do not hit things. So, you know, I ain't gonna whine about that though because it's gonna give me a little bit more reach here. Sucks for them, but that's probably one reason I don't like having boards on the bigger trucks here. I may get that other truck on top of this hill. Let's see if it's any easier. Closer to the pile, but you know what? I'm doing a whole lot of turning here in a bit of a tight spot. Probably on the other end of that pile would have been better, but you know what? I'll get all this stuff down here first, and then I'll get the next truck up top, and I'll probably get him up top afterwards. Yeah, because she's a little bit tight doing it this way, boy, let me tell you. That's why I always had them usually back in where all these vehicles are parked here on the left by the door. I find it easier and quicker. I used to get all these comments about the truck's too far away. Well, I'm really honestly not loading it any faster, so. Be loading in here with any where I am right now with anything bigger than a 924 maybe, I would say, because it is tight. Even the little 926 here, she is tight. I can see the exhaust coming out the box there. I think he's got the heated box connected there. For you people who don't know, it's basically just a little flip of a switch reroutes the exhaust. Not a switch in the cab, but actually on the exhaust itself, right near the cab. You just flip this thing there, and then instead of putting the exhaust right through the pipe by the door, it pushes it right through your dump box. So it uses the exhaust to heat it. Now sometimes when you're using that, it can actually do more harm than good, because it might turn some of the snow into slushy crap, and if you're doing a long haul, you know, 20 plus K to haul that snow out of there, it's going to start building up in the back of that. I mean, you just got to understand what type of snow, what the weather's like exactly, blah, 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 to load that sucker up. I guess it's a little bit quicker, but you know what? I am turning this thing a whole lot without getting that idle going, which I don't like to do. I wonder if he just wants me to just finish that board off on this truck. I'm just kidding. I don't think he'd appreciate that too much, because that's actually two boards. That one is good and the one on the other side's bad. Anyways, I'm gonna keep loading this truck up. We don't got too many more buckets. I think I'm gonna, we got the Mack again. The Mack's over there parked, so I'll get this one loaded up, and then we will bring you back at some point. Alright, see you in a bit. I love loading this Mack. Those little 6-inch boards on there, and the actual wall of the dump box, the dump body, is not as tall as that Peterbilt, I'll tell you that. Oh, this was Dougie driving this, but he ain't driving it tonight. Someone else. Probably have at least 3 or 4 loads here. I did bring the other camera with the tripod on it. So when we go, probably not our next place, I might not record much of anything there. We'll see. Maybe, I don't know. But I know one site we're definitely we're definitely gonna have that second camera out there. Heated box on too. You can see the exhaust coming out of the top there. His exhaust is on the other side. I don't know where the hell he went. Where the hell did he go? Oh, he walked all the way around. All ready, get this site done. This guy's behind me again. There he is. Yeah, get this site done. Probably be 2 more loads after this one here, so 4 loads I would say total. Yeah, I think when we go to that dentist's office, that'd be the perfect one to set up that second camera outside. So I think that's what we'll do. I just gotta charge some batteries up here. But anyways, I'm gonna get this all loaded up. I'm not gonna bore you guys with this. Yeah. We will see you at the next site. There's a decent load. Look at that big sucker. My goodness. I tried knocking it over, but ain't happening. I'm gonna admit, this Mack is starting to grow on me. I really like this truck. I really need to do my research on these Macks, I'm thinking. For sure. Because I need a dump truck and the market is not letting me buy anything. Alright. One more load here, then we're gonna get off to the next one. Let's do it. Alright. Made her just in time setting up the tripod there. Hopefully we can get some decent footage outside of the cab. I didn't didn't make it for the first load. As you can see, we've already been digging into this pile. I've already filled up the truck, and she was full. Let me tell you, she was full. Alright, we're gonna load this one right up too as well. Quite the nice night out compared to what we have had. I think it's at minus 18 tonight, which is a long way from minus 40, which is what we've been seeing a lot the last 3 weeks. I think we've had at least don't go too far. I think we've had at least 4 or 5 nights where we hit minus 40 up to minus 43. That's with the wind chill. So tonight it'd be about minus 22, 23 with the wind chill, which is not bad at all. It's beautiful. I tell you, I sure have had my heat cranked up in the house. At least 5 loads at this site, at least. We'll get this truck loaded up really fast here, and then I'll show you what I'm cleaning up on the entryways because of the Lovely City sidewalk plows. Got to go by every freaking 10 minutes. Anyways, I'll bring you out. I'll show you exactly what I'm doing there in between trucks just to clean it up. Yeah, the camera's still on. That's nice. Yeah, I'm really liking that tripod. That's going to come pretty handy there come the summer months. You guys should be pretty excited about summer work. There's a massive transition going on in my company. Basically, we're going to be taking on a whole lot of excavating and clearing jobs this year, which is going to be fun. And I know most people who watch YouTube, I mean, you guys got to be familiar with Let's Dig 18 or Dirt Perfect. We're going to be doing a lot of the same stuff that they do, except obviously building ponds. But I mean, that's something we may get into for farmers, because there is a lot of farmers in my area. We are literally surrounded every direction. Farmers. So I am going to get set up with some of them. So there may be a pond or two we'll build, but I mean, it's going to be a whole lot different what we got to do here compared to, you know, what Chris at Let's Dig does in North Carolina and what DP does in southern Indiana. Mr. Dirt Perfect. Yeah. So I'm pretty excited about the transition coming up. I mean, we're still not stopping hardscaping, but we're making some changes to make things easier on me and my guys. I am going to have another go at hiring at least one guy there this year in the spring. I would prefer someone with a bit of experience, that's for sure. I'm probably going to be having 2 more employees this year compared to what I did last year, but I am not getting any more than that, that's for sure. You guys want to see a good podcast? Well, there's a couple of them out there, but the one I listen to a whole lot is A Few Points from Perfect. We got Jason Works a lot, and Mike at Dirt Perfect. They have a lot of really good podcasts on there that I listen to quite often. The one that I can relate in my most frustrations is the one they did where it's employees. I know it's from their first season last year. And it basically explains the struggles of hiring hiring employees, but it gives you a good, you know, looking at it from more than an employer standpoint. You got to look at it from an employee standpoint as well, which is what I do. I mean, I've been all the way around there, that table. I've been the boss for plenty of companies. Well, not plenty, 2 other companies. I've only had 2 jobs, but yeah, I mean, I've been in charge of 12 other employees at another company I worked for, and I've been in charge of up to 6 at my company. And my original plan was to, these wipers on here, some crap on the windows. My original plan was to keep growing into that, but it's just, it's too much. It's hard to find guys that want to work, and this COVID has made things 10 times worse. Yeah, I have spent a lot of years managing people, and quite honestly, I'm getting to the point in life where I don't want to do that anymore. A lot of you can say, oh, well, you own a business, you have to manage people. No, I don't. The 2 guys that work for me, I do not have to babysit them. I do not have to manage them. They do not argue. They know what they're doing. It's just, you know, I don't want to get back to a point where I got to babysit people, because that's just no fun. Like I said, I'm just at a point in my life where I just don't want any negativity in it whatsoever, and employees are one of them. It's difficult. On a normal year, without this COVID, it's difficult, but nothing like it's been the last 2 years with COVID, 2020 and 2021. Like, it's just been, it's been a struggle. The struggle's real, let me tell you. There's not too many employers out there that say they don't have any issues with hiring guys, finding guys. And the ones that tell me they don't, I think it's just a bunch of BS. But I mean, that being said, you gotta take care of your guys. You really gotta take care of them, and they'll take care of you. I mean, it's not like I don't pay my guys enough. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna let you guys in on a secret, because I know my guys won't mind this. Mark has been with me since the beginning, since I started my company, and he was actually one of the foremans at the other company that I ran. Mark knows his stuff. I mean, he's not the greatest in equipment, but he's learning. Oops, that was a little rough. And I've been really, like, this year actually, he had a lot of seat time in some machines, so I'll be getting more into that for him. But he's paid well. I'm not going to tell you exactly what he's paid, but it's over $24 an hour. It's over that, and that's per hour. That's not including payroll deductions, blah 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 blah, all of the extra added costs. That's what he's paid an hour, over $24 an hour. JT, he's young. I mean, he's definitely put some time in. My goal this year for him is to get him a lot of seat time in the skid steer. He had some time this year, but things just didn't pan out the way I wanted them to give him more time in that. But he's definitely going to have a lot more time in that this year. I can guarantee you that, because I won't be around the hardscaping sites as much as I was last year. And yeah, he's 21 years old. And he's sitting right around $20 an hour, okay? So I mean, my guys are paid well. Like JT, he's 21 years old. That's pretty good money to be making at 21 years old. And you know, I mean, he doesn't have too many responsibilities. And this year he actually stepped up. We had him doing a lot of things he's never done before. So he's, you know, whole thing, I mean, it's got nothing, absolutely nothing to do with what guys are making. That being said, I'm not going to start someone with zero experience at 20 bucks an hour. I mean, that's just not possible. But in this industry, especially with my company, you can go from making 16 bucks an hour to 20 bucks an hour in a matter of like 2-3 months. All right, let's send them. So yeah, I mean, it's got nothing to do with the amount of money these guys are being paid, starting at, etc. It's just no one wants to work. It's been a struggle for sure. Alright, I'm gonna go show you exactly what we're doing out front here. Like I said I would. I just gotta shut these cameras down for a second. Alright, let's do that. Alright, so this one's nowhere near as bad. I don't know if you can really see it. This is a sidewalk. You can see the trail where it climbs up. This one's not as bad as the other ones. I've already cleaned out that one over there. And that one over there. That one is by far the worst. Anyways, when you come up here and when you're plowing, it's a pain in the butt. I mean, even in a vehicle, if you're in a small, low to the ground, you know, little tiny car, you may bottom out there. So what I'm doing, they don't ask me to do this. I just do this because it bugs me, and it would bug me bottoming out my car. So I'm just scraping all that crap off, just like I have over here. I'll get over here at some point. It's a little chilly. Right. So you can see I've scraped this one off, removed most of it. I couldn't do a great job on this one because there's actually 2 separate driveways here. There's a little curb right at the middle where it climbs up, so I can't scrape that right down or we're gonna have a problem. But I did get rid of those big humps that were there. I'm just trying to take care of my clients. I've had this contract for many years, and they tell me all the time, no one does it as good as you do it. Anyways, I'm gonna scrape the, there we go, you can see me now, sort of. I'm gonna scrape this one up, which won't take long, and then I got more trucks to load up. Let's get her done. I've already taken a couple loads out of here. I only got a couple more left. Should be anyway. I pretty much got half of her out of here, so half of 2 is 2, therefore I have 2 left, I think. Oh my goodness. Get in the bucket. Just don't like me tonight. There we go. We got a decent bucket. Alright. Start getting this stuff loaded up. Yeah, I really got to do my research on this Mack here. But yeah, I definitely want a tandem. I'd pick up triaxles. When all I'm doing is trucking. But when I'm using it for my business and not someone else's business, I prefer tandem. I know I can't hold as much material, as much tonnage, but it's still twice as much as what I can haul with the truck I have now. And oh, excuse me, even some pepperettes here. They're a little spicy. Yeah, and it you know, with that thing pulling a trailer around with equipment on it, be a lot more convenient for, you know, getting into tight spaces, or if I gotta back into the driveway with the trailer on at a narrow-ish road. it would definitely make it a whole lot easier, rather than having a tri-axle there. And whatever I find for a tandem, I mean, you're hauling at least 15 to 17 ton, maybe even 18, depending on the truck you buy. So it's still hauling enough tonnage for me to make it worth it. I'm just not going to be too picky. I'm going to do some research on these Max. And yeah, it's been a struggle trying to find a dump truck for a decent price. As you guys know, the markets are just stupid. Wow, that's a big jump. I couldn't find a tandem this year for any less than $70,000. And that's with like 400,000 kilometers on it, and it's through a company that kind of just splash paint on it and go over it. I'm not saying they're a horrible company, they're a pretty good company, they must be. But I don't want to, that's one of my biggest problems with tandems, is that's what they use for commercial snow plowing. Like all the city trucks here and the provincial trucks that do the highways, they're all tandems. So I mean, these dump trucks are loaded with salt, and you know, I am going to be that picky. I do not want a truck that's been plowing snow its life and spitting salt out. You can always put, you know, lipstick on a pig, but it's still just a pig with lipstick on it. So, yeah, I definitely am not buying one that's been plowing snow. That is just not happening. That's one of the things I had to be super picky about. I'm not 100% picky about what truck. I've seen some nice Freightliners. I would love a Western Star 4700. That's what I would really love with a C13 in it. You know, if I had a dream truck, that's what it would be. And I mean, for the transmission, 10-speed would be nice. If we're getting a stick, 10-speed would be nice, because I'm not doing highway running, right? I'm in town. 10-speed-ish, something around that size. And of course, automatic. Basically, I don't want an 18-speed. That's too much. Way too many gears to be shifted through when you're running in town all the time. Other than those things, I'm definitely not going to be picky. But like I was saying, I've seen some nice Freightliners. I've seen, well, I mean, there's so many different types of trucks that are nice. I'm not going to be crazy picky. I just need to do my research. Even with the Cummins motors, I mean, I'm not 100% about those. I got to do some research on those too. I know they're good motors, but some motors are worse than others, you know. I mean, ideally, I want a C13. I want a Western Star with a C13, a 10-speed, or an Allison. That's my dream. Odds are that ain't gonna happen. I need to get a truck by the end of this year. I really do. So yeah, I ain't gonna be too crazy picky about it. But certain things, yeah, I'm gonna be picky about for sure. So I mean, anybody watching who owns some trucks, some Max, or has experience with them, I would love to know what your take is on it. I mean, I've talked to some of the guys that drive this Mac here. They like it. They really do. And I mean, a lot lot of the trucks this company has, they're Peterbilt with C15s in it, and I don't know what motor's in this Mack, but I know they like the truck. They really like the truck. So yeah, that's just gonna open up maybe another chance for me to be able to get a truck for, you know, the price that I'm willing to pay for it. Can't be too picky. So yeah, if you guys have experience or knowledge about these Mack trucks, I would greatly appreciate some information on it. I have to open up my my window up a bit more for trucks. I know I said I wanted, you know, I know last year I was doing some videos. I said, yeah, it's got to be a Western Star. It's got to be this. It's got to be that. Well, I shot myself in the foot for the first few months last year looking for one, because there was no way. There's no way I could afford what was out there. I couldn't justify spending $200,000 on a used truck. So yeah, that was not happening. So yeah, I got to open up my options here a bit more, and not be so picky on what, you know, it's gotta be. But I mean, there is certain things, like I said, that I just cannot choose. Wow, the other truck's back here already. You can tell we're close to their dump site. Set the other camera up outside, but I just don't have the room cotton in this site. I'm gonna lift this up, pull it out a bit, because I don't want to push it into this fence here. Oh, I'm so tired of these scammers. I got text messages, emails, etc. Scammers. Oh. Anyways, I'm gonna throw some more on this truck. We'll get that last one loaded, and then we'll head on out of here. Hey everyone, we are all done for the night. We got the loader tucked back into the shop. That way I can have a nice warm sleep. We had a little bit of an event that I didn't notice till towards the end of the night. I don't know when this happened, but a chunk of icy snow must have fell on this damn thing. Oh yeah, that's awesome. Came right out of that. Quick fix, I just gotta bend this back. Obviously push it back in there and then remount it, tighten her up, and away we go. I didn't even notice that until the last place I was at. I was literally loading the last truck, and then I was like, oh dear, that sucks. Anyways, my truck's warming up, nice and warm now. We got the loader in here in the shop, ready for bed. I'm ready for bed. There. Don't forget to comment, thumbs up, and subscribe. I really appreciate it. It goes a long way. You guys take care. We'll catch you on the next one.